Hi, this is Jamel with Recherche Goldens in beautiful Statesville, North Carolina. I'm very excited to introduce for the first time ever Miss Lilac of Maggie and Finley's litter. She was born April 17th, 2020, so she is just over 7 weeks of age. They really start showing their personality around 3 or 4 weeks of age, so we give them a few weeks to be able to give us their normal and their natural personality. Her Recherche score is 535, 5 being that she's very middle of the road with her dependency. She likes people, she's just not super needy and clingy. She's right there middle of the road. At certain times she's okay to be by herself and self-entertained, and she's very content, but other times she likes to be with you and she'll follow you around. So she's right there, perfect middle of the road with her dependency. On the activity, she is calm. She's a 3-4 out of 10. When she warms up and everything, she's more playful, but overall she is a calm English Golden, very similar to her mom. Her personality is very similar to her mom, where she's very calm and laid back, middle of the road with her dependency. That's exactly the way Maggie is, and so she's taking after her mom almost exactly. On the confidence scale, she's about middle of the road. She's a 5 out of 10. She's not super confident, super fearless, but at the same time she's not super shy and timid. She's right there. She is naturally sensitive and submissive. The nice thing about a dog like this is they're not stubborn or strong-willed or hard-headed. She's naturally submissive. She is a smaller girl. Her mom is one of our smallest English Goldens. She's only 50 pounds. Her dad, though, is actually one of our largest boys. He's about 80, 85 pounds. But the girls typically take after the mothers, and she's not that huge. She has a very light cream coat, white light cream coat. Now, her face is a little dirtier than the rest of her body, but that's because they are eating mush. Basically, we've weaned them off of their mother, and now they're eating their dog food, but it's all mushy right now, and we're getting them off that over the next week. And so her face is just really dirty, and but it'll get clean. It just takes a long time. That food kind of stains her face. But she's a beautiful girl, blocky head. Just look at Maggie. That's the way she's going to look, which is very good looking. Maggie's arguably one of the best looking girls. Now, she's able to go home after graduating either Puppy Academy, which is training till 12 weeks of age, which is July 10th. The second training level is Canine College, training till 16 weeks of age, which is our most popular training program. For 3 main reasons. One, they have all of their shots, so they're fully inoculated. You don't have to quarantine them. Secondly, their potty training is twice as good at 16 weeks than at 12 weeks. And the third reason is their obedience training is almost 3 times better. They really grow between the ages of 10 and 16 weeks more than any other time of their lives mentally. And so a 16-week-old still is very young, but they're really good at their training compared to a 12-week-old. The third training level, and that training program ends August 7th. The third training level is master's program, training till 20 weeks of age, which is September 4th. And then the fourth training level is doggy doctor, training till 6 months of age, which is October 17th. Now, if you scroll down, you'll see pictures of Maggie and Finley. This is arguably one of the best looking litters we have. If you click on those pictures, it's actually a video that will summarize each of the parents. This is one of my favorite combinations. Maggie's my wife's favorite dog. She's coming, this is her last litter. She's being spayed, and she's coming to live with us for the rest of her life. Finley is my wife's favorite boy because he's so gentle. He's the biggest boy we have, but he's a gentle giant. He's super easygoing, and he's just a love bug, and he produces puppies just like him. Now, what I'd like to do is to summarize our Puppy Training Institute. Now, she's just started training this last week, and so she's not showing off anything. It's going to take at least another week or 2 before they really start showing off their training. So we're going to show off some regular dogs that are in our training program. If you want to see what the Maggie and Finley puppies look like and act like, right below this video, it says click here to see previous Maggie puppies. There are go-home videos that we sent to clients, unedited, regular go-home videos of Maggie and Finley and Maggie and other parents. So you can actually see what these puppies look like and act like at the different training levels. But right now, we're going to summarize the Puppy Training Institute, and then I will come back. Our Puppy Training Institute has 4 core areas. There's a couple areas that are very visible that we're going to show you on camera with the puppy that's for sale. Some of the areas are a little bit more difficult, but the one area that's very visible to show is outside training, and the big part of that is leash training. Puppies love the pull, love the tug, love to cut in front of you, and so we train them to walk on our left side. We train them that when we stop walking, they do what's called an auto sit. That's where they automatically sit without being told, without having any hand signals. They automatically sit. That builds respect and focus on you. A couple other areas in outside training it's a little bit harder to show is car training, and then also swim training when the weather's warmer. The second area that's very visible is obedience training. All of our trainers are certified dog trainers that's been training dogs for years. They know what they're doing. They're all certified. They all can do canine good citizen. They're all very good trainers, and we work on the obedience commands of sit, down, stay, come, place, kennel, and they are trained extensively in all these areas. Now we have 3 different communication tools we use with the puppies. We use hand signals, we use words, and then we use the training lead that we will provide you. And so as they get older, they get better and better. They can hold their stay longer, they can hold their place longer, they can hold their kennel longer. They can do it with both hand signals and words only, and so they get better and better. The place is when they jump up on the Kuranda cot. You will definitely want to buy a Kuranda cot because that allows the transition for our training to go to you. It's a wonderful command. When we say kennel, they go into their kennel on their own volition. We typically keep the door open, especially as they get older. And we train them, they cannot leave the kennel or really any other door until they are released. The 2 other areas that's a little bit more difficult that we're going to show you just generic dogs going through this. The one area is house training. We actually spend more time in house training than all the other areas combined. That's about 2/3 of the training, and this is where we work on the most important area of potty training. Of course, we're training them not to use the restroom inside and the signal eventually to go outside. A puppy at 12 weeks of age can typically hold the restroom about 1 hour during the day, whereas a puppy at 6 months can do 4 hours. The same thing is with crate training. We train them to sleep at night in their crate, eat in their crate, and a 12-week-old can typically sleep around 4 to 5 hours without having to be let out, and a 6-month-old, it's 6 to 10 hours. So obviously the longer they're in training, the longer they can be crate trained. We also, though, while they're in house training, we train them not to jump up on us, not to chew things in the house, not to bite our hands. It's very extensive. And then the last area is socialization training. Many people worry about getting a trained or older puppy is that they won't bond. Well, because of our socialization program, our puppies bond very quickly. In fact, we've never had a client complain about that. And so in our socialization, we're training them not to be afraid of thunderstorms. We're training them not to be afraid of the hair dryer, of the blow dryer, of a vacuum cleaner. We have a TV in our puppy training area, in our house training area, where we're socializing them. They go on field trips when they get older. We work extensively on them being handled. We have 20+ people that work for us, so these puppies are handled by multiple people and they're socialized extensively. That is our Puppy Training Institute. Now, if you're interested in Miss Lilac, read through this entire page. If you scroll to the bottom, you'll see pictures we just took of her. Right above those pictures are her prices for each of the training levels. Now, some people have a hard time finding the prices, so in this video, we're going to show you where prices are found on a typical page. And then right below this video is a link that says, click here to fill out puppy application. Click on the words puppy application, fill it out. We will respond to you within 24 hours. Thank you so much for taking time to watch this video of Miss Lilac, of Maggie and Finley's litter. Thank you so much, and God bless.